All right, let's dive right in. Imagine you're in Armenia, walking through the streets of Yerevan. You can smell that incredible aroma of grilled meats, of fresh lavish baking. To really get the full experience of one of the world's oldest cuisines, you just need a few key words. And, well, that's exactly what we're going to learn today.
So, picture this. You find the perfect little spot, a bustling cafe. That rich smell of freshly brewed coffee hits you. The server comes over to your table. What do you say? Just hold that thought, because by the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly what to do.
First things first. Let's start our day the right way, with the words for the most important meal of all, breakfast.
Okay, our very first word is for breakfast itself, nachachash. That's na-cha-chash. Go on, try saying it. Nachachash. This is where our whole food journey begins.
And now let's answer that question from the beginning. The magic word you need in that Yerevan cafe, it's search, pronounced simply surge. See? It's that easy. Just one word, surge, and that perfect cup of coffee is on its way.
Of course, if coffee isn't really your thing, no worries. The word for tea is even simpler, te. It's pronounced te. I mean, it sounds almost exactly like tea, which makes it super easy to remember.
And what breakfast is complete without this? Bread is a huge deal in Armenian cuisine, an absolute staple. And the word for it is hats, or huts. So you can have your sorge or your te with some delicious huts. All right, breakfast is sorted. Now we're going to move on to the main event, the words you'll need for lunch and dinner. So let's look at the two big meals of the day. For lunch, the word is josh, which you say like chash. Pretty easy, right? And for dinner, it's antrik, or antrik. So you've got chash for your midday meal and antrik for your meal in the evening. Now, with any meal, you're going to need this. This is probably the most essential drink word you can learn. Water in Armenian is jur, pronounced jur. This is one of those words that's just fundamental, no matter where you go. Jur.
Okay, on to the main course. If you've ever heard of Armenian korovats, or barbecue, you know it's legendary. For any kind of meat dish, the word you're looking for is mis, pronounced mis. Simple, short, and to the point.
And hey, what about another option? Maybe some incredible trout from the famous Lake Savan. For fish, the word is dzuk, or dzuk. So now you've got your two main proteins, mis for meat and dzuk for fish.
And to round out that perfect plate, we have vegetables. They're a huge part of the fresh, vibrant Armenian diet. Now this word is a bit of a mouthful, but you can do it. It's banjareken, pronounced banjareken. Let's try that one more time, kind of slow. Banjareken.
So we've got a great list of words going, but what's the point if we don't know how to use them, right? Let's put them into action with a really simple, everyday conversation. So imagine a friend sits down with you at your table. They might lean over and ask you this, "Inche sudum?" It's a friendly, simple question, and it just means, what are you eating?
And check this out. You can actually answer them. You could say, "Yes, hatsiev misemutum." I'm eating bread and meat. Look at that. You just used hats and mis in a perfect sentence.
Now pay attention here, because this is a small but really crucial difference. To ask about food, you use the verb for to eat. But look over on the right. To ask about a drink, the question changes just a little bit. Isk inches hamum. And what are you drinking? See? It's a different verb for a different action. Super useful to know.
So how do you answer that? Well, you can use one of the very first words we learned, yes, surj em humum. I'm drinking coffee. And just like that, you've navigated a basic conversation about what you're eating and drinking. How cool is that?
Okay, you've seen the words, you've seen how to string them together. Now for the most important part. The only way to make these words stick is to actually practice them. So, it's your turn.
And you know what? I saved one of the best and honestly most useful words for last. When that food finally arrives, and it's just incredible, you're going to want to say so. The word for delicious is hameg, pronounced hameg. What a wonderful compliment to give a chef. So why even bother learning these words? Because knowing even one or two of them can totally transform your experience. I mean, it's not really just about ordering food. It's about connection. It's about showing respect and opening a door to a real, genuine cultural exchange. So here's your mission should you choose to accept it. The very next time you're having a meal, just try saying what you're eating or drinking to yourself in Armenian. You could just say, "Yes, jurem khmum." I'm drinking water. Or if you really love what you're eating, give this one a shot. Sa shatam meche,
This is very delicious. We've covered everything from coffee and tea to bread and meat, and even how to say something is absolutely delicious. But, it all starts with just that one first word you decide to try. So the only question left is, what's your first Armenian word gonna be?